Welcome on into today's NFL pick video play for August 20th, 2018. And this one talking about this matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts as we wrap up week 2 of the preseason on this Monday night game. So in this video, going to be talking about where we see the better value on the over-under with that total number set at 42.5 points. But Vegas also feels like this is going to be a very competitive matchup with the spread sitting at pretty much right around even money. And in terms of the quarterback situation with both the Ravens and the Colts, you have guys with NFL experience and also guys that are competing for depth chart positioning. So that's always a good sign when you're going into these preseason games to see how the quarterback situation is playing out with the Ravens. Thus far in the preseason, they went on to win the Hall of Fame game over the Bears by a final of 17-16. And then in their week 1 preseason game, with a very convincing win at home against the Los Angeles Rams, winning that one by a final of 33-7, so a strong offensive output there. And Baltimore, in terms of their quarterback position, you got to like all three options that they have. You have Joe Flacco, guy that's going to be the starter and also has a bit more incentive to perform well because he's in a contract year, and Lamar Jackson, drafted very highly by Baltimore, probably being groomed for maybe being the future starter here with the Ravens, so that's a little extra fuel for his fire to go out and perform well. And then also you have Robert Griffin III, a veteran, a lot of starting experience, and I like what I've been seeing from him in the preseason as well. In their last outing, Flacco and Griffin pretty much mirroring their numbers just about. Flacco going 5 for 7, 71 yards, 1 TD. RG3, 5 of 7, 88 yards, 1 TD. And then Jackson, the most passing yards, but he also got the most reps as well. Not all that accurate through the air. He went 7 of 18, 119 yards, but didn't throw any interceptions as well, so 0 INTs across the board there for Baltimore. And their ground game was also pretty effective, 33 carries, 140 yards, as well as a touchdown. And Lamar Jackson picking up that touchdown on the ground with 21 rush yards for him. And that's another dynamic that you can get with Jackson is even if he's not lighting it up through the air, he's always a danger to pick up yards on the ground and score with his feet. Today, taking on this Colts squad, and in terms of their quarterback situation, they had 4 guys make an appearance in their Week 1 matchup on the road against the Seahawks. The Colts winning that one in the end by a final of 19-17. And in terms of their quarterback depth, you got to like what Andrew Luck can potentially give you in that Week 1 matchup. He went 6 of 9, 64 yards. Also, you got to like what Jacoby Brissett can bring on the table here, a guy with starter experience as well, coming over from New England in that trade when the Colts were in a desperate situation to get a new starting quarterback. He went 6 of 8 for 35 yards against the Seahawks, but then they also had Brad Kaya and Phillip Walker who made appearances as well. Perhaps those other 2 guys maybe don't get quite as much playtime here in Week 2 and 3 of the preseason compared to the final Week 4 preseason matchup, but we'll see how that plays out. So in terms of the quarterback situation for both of these teams, I like where we're sitting in terms of the overall depth, and that can be generally a positive sign for the over. Also, both teams, they've avoided really bad performances thus far. The Colts putting up 19 points in their Week 1 matchup. The Rams in their last preseason game putting up 33 points as well. You never exactly know what you're going to get in these preseason matchups in terms of the offensive output. Sometimes it's really low, sometimes it's really high. It's just one of those situations where it depends on what the teams are looking for and working on in these matchups. But with everything taken into account, I feel like the over 42.5 is going to be the better value bet in this matchup in terms of that total number. So again, siding with the over here. If you guys agree, give the video a thumbs up. Disagree, give it a thumbs down. Check out all of our NFL picks over at stumpthespread.com, which is linked down in the video description. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we hope to see you guys back here for our next video. Bye.